everybody. On today's video I have this Vauxhall Insignia 2014, and I'm just gonna be changing this gear knob here. As you can see, it's not very nice, and this is a low mileage car, so I'm a little bit surprised this is gone like that, but they tend to do. I bought a new one, which they're not really that expensive. So that will look a lot nicer in there. So to remove this this thing here, we need to pop this open, but I'm also just gonna put this in neutral. Just make sure the handbrake is on. So just putting that in neutral, so we can take this out basically. Now, it's out. I'm just gonna put a little bit of paper there. I'm working with one hand. Just need a screwdriver. Pop this open. I just put that bit of paper so I don't damage the trim here. Lift this cover up a little bit. There is a wire connected to this end. I don't know if we can see that. Yeah, got a little wire there. Just have to pull it out really. Okay, so that's come off, and we can then lift this up a little bit more easier. And basically what we have here, it's a cable tie. So I'm gonna cut that cable tie. It's just literally a small cable tie, which will then... Okay, so once we cut the cable tie, we can then push this leather thing down, and that will basically come free from this gear knob. And if you look at the new one, just inside there's a little like a metal spring. It's not very visible, but it's on the side, which basically is holding this in place. So we need to literally pull this out. It might be a little bit hard, so I'm going to try to do that with two hands. took it apart, but in the end what I realized is it is definitely just held in by a clip. So once I broke this open, I was able to push that little metal. So is this clip here, that metal bit inside of there, that's holding it in place basically. So with this screwdriver I was able to push that way to open it a little bit, and this finally came out. But as you can see, I kind of took it apart quite a lot. Otherwise you have to pull pretty hard on it. That's the metal bit in there. So that was there. That was, maybe that didn't need to come out, but I was trying to figure out what was happening. So basically that is obviously just in there, and if you break the plastic here, I mean, it doesn't really matter because we're putting a new one, but then the little metal spring is on the left hand side. If you are able to pull it out just as normal, then that's a plus. You don't have to savagely break it. I'm also just going to, before I close this, just want to apply a little bit of WD-40 down here. Makes this a lot softer. So the next step will be just to obviously get that in there first. And then we need to push that in there like so. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pull this up here again, and I can then cable tie this bit of the leather here to the gear knob, and then plug this back in, and that's pretty much it. It's not a difficult one, apart from having to pull this out, which is quite hard. But if you just tear it apart like I did, then you should be okay. Anyway, hope this video helps, and thank you for watching.